Oh no, not these guys again. Welcome to the H&M Rob Show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the H&M Rob Show. I'm H, and the smiling Italian half-breed, I don't know, Colombian Ronaldo lookalike, not the fat one, the other one, is called Handsome Rob. Rob, what's up? What's happening?
Well, question of the day is, how tight are you? Boom! I got you. You see?
No.
How tight are you, H? Are you tight enough? And are you man enough to go camping? Oh, let me get my gay ass mouse out of the...
I didn't think you were going to go in that direction. You know that?
Why not?
So all I can say, here's the thing. Camping, it's like that famous product called Marmite.
No,
what's the Australian version of that? Vegemite.
Yeah.
It's either disgusting, which I personally think it is, or it's delicious. There's no in between. Camping for me, Rob, is torture. It's the way Westerners called in India people live in huts. In the Western world, they decide to live in a tent because they're trying to emulate the way you live in a hut on the outside street. Yeah. It's called slumming it. Yeah. Right. Well, personally, I don't want to slum it. Now, my missus is a Cub Scout leader. Okay, she takes teenagers and younger kids to go camping. Now, she's a big fan of sleeping on the grass and freezing her
genitalia
toes. I was going to say toes, but anyway.
So we came out.
So what's attached to the hip bone?
The shoulder, isn't it?
Still don't know that one.
Bro, my shoulder hurts like a mofo. Anyway, yeah, go on.
You're turning old. Anyway, so we came out of caves, Rob, right? To sleep in tents? No, I didn't come out of a cave to sleep in a tent. Well, I came out to sleep in a house.
Yeah. And
why would you torture yourself?
For 360 days of the year, you sleep in a house
fantastic.
Underneath a
soft
roof
bed.
and concrete or brick or whatever you live in.
TV,
right? And you get
radio,
TV and Netflix
internet.
and chill and whatever.
Oh, it's great. Honestly, it's wonderful.
But listen to me. For at least 2 nights every year, every man should go on a camping trip with his buddies, preferably on a motorcycle, because it takes you back to your hunter-gatherer roots, right? You get to ride a long way to a forest through a mountain range. You get to scour the forest for firewood. You chop down a tree. You cut it in bits. You build a massive fire. You cook a steak over an open fire and a big can of beans. And you just sit there, relax with your friends, and you have a couple of beers and you tell stories. There's nothing better in this world than sleeping in a forest, because that thought in the back of your mind that a grizzly bear or a black bear or a polar bear or a panda bear could attack you at any given moment.
Which we will get to.
It's
right?
exhilarating.
Okay, first of all, I don't want to sleep on the grass. I want to sleep on my mattress. Second of all, I don't own a motorcycle. And you know what? We'll have that argument one day, which is better, the car or the bike. And we all know it's true. It's the car. Okay. Third of all, I don't drink or I don't smoke. So me sitting at a campfire and inhaling smoke, not my idea of fun. And coming back, if I wanted to do that, I'd go back to the 80s, go to a club, and then smell of cigarette smoke, right? Because when you take your clothes, you go, jeez Louise, I stink of smoke. Third, right? I mean, or the fourth or the fifth, whichever you want to call it. I don't want to eat steak. I don't like steak.
Really?
It's not my favorite food to eat.
Really?
Yeah, no. I'm not a steak.
Everyone in the world loves a good steak, especially when you cook it over an open fire and it has a little bit of charcoal on it. And if you dropped it a few times in the open flames, it just adds to the sensation. It gives
of disgustingness.
It gives you a feeling of accomplishment as a man. You've built this fire. The best thing in the world that mankind should be thankful for is fire and shelter. Fire and shelter are the most important things in life, right? You agree with me?
Great.
Okay. Building a fire out of nothing in the wilderness gives you a sense of accomplishment as a man, right? So you should be thankful to God and whoever created this wonderful planet that we live on to give us these resources, but not, because listen, chopping down wood gives you a testosterone boost that almost no other activity can. I know look, I know I know why you don't like camping and you don't like outdoor activities. It's because you tell us stories about going to the gym and I squat sorry. I squat 500 million pounds and I bench press 200 million pounds, but I can't chop wood for more than 3 minutes because I'm a pussy. Of course you don't like, being out in the elements.
So you judge a man by cutting wood, dropping steak on a fire a few times, and guzzling a crap load of beer. That's what a man is to you.
No. A man is someone that can make do and can adapt to the inclement weather.
Why do I don't want to make do. I have a free-thinking brain that goes, do I want to freeze my behind off on the grass, or would I like to sleep in my bed? And let me guess, Rob, if I feel cold, guess what I can do? Turn the central heating up, and guess what, bro?
No, you don't turn the central heating up because you're English. You're right. You guys never turn the central heating up. Come on, I've been in your houses.
Yeah, trust me, our central heating is up.
No, I've been in your houses in England. In most of the houses in England I've been in, late at night while the owners were unaware, their central heating was off.
No, nobody would. I was going to say willingly. Nobody would ever let you in the house.
Come through the back door and over the fence, check the fridge.
Here's the thing. You touched upon the subject of having bears come to eat you, right?
Yeah.
This is not Yogi and Boo Boo, and I don't want someone coming to nick my picnic basket with Ranger Smith coming and saying, "Oh, Boo Boo, Yogi, can you go away, please?" Well, I don't want that, bro. I don't want to be eaten by a bear.
There's something that every man knows about bears. If the bear is approaching, make yourself bigger and louder. Now, it takes big plums to be out in the wilderness with your friends, in your case. In my case, all alone. All alone in the wilderness, being faced with
friends, Rob.
Being faced with a Bigfoot-sized animal, shameless plug, watch our Bigfoot video, and making yourself big and scary towards that animal when you very well know that animal can really mess you up if it wants to.
You're gonna say cat for a second.
I'm scared of cats, bro. I'm terrified of cats.
No,
cats are the only animal that scare me.
But anyway, a lion. I'm really crap scared of a lion and a tiger and a leopard and a cheetah. Anyway, all those things. Okay, fine. You can have your manly by yourself. Robbie, no mates. That's fine. But here's the thing. Have you ever heard of something called lightning? And when it strikes, it can burst you into flames. I don't want to sleep in bad weather. Rain. And, of course, Rob, it does rain sometimes when you go camping, right? You have experienced rain?
No, actually... No. I've never. No. I was never forced to camp in the rain.
But listen, I don't want to be soaked in waterlogged ground, and I don't want flooding, and I don't want to be freezing my behind off, and I don't want the heat, and I can't cool down. I want a fan. I want to turn the heat up. I want all these things. I don't want to sleep in a tent, bro. No, it's a no from me.
You see, you can tell that you're English from 500 miles away. In my case, 2,500 miles away. Because let me tell you one thing. In August in Europe, most of the times it gets to the high 30s in temperature, Celsius, I mean, right? So you'd get your 36 degrees in the city, right? Okay, I get it. We, the civilized people, we have air conditioning. The English don't really have air conditioning, but we'll talk about that on a different show.
Civilized.
But when it's 36 degrees in Berlin, Madrid, other places in Europe, in the
Foreign places
you
don't want
know,
to go there.
a couple of 100 kilometers away in the mountains, in a forest, there's gonna be about a 10-degree temperature difference, more or less, right? So basically, you're going from 36 degrees into 26 degrees. Now, 26 degrees is decent. 26 degrees is beautiful to sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So your argument about yeah, I'm too cold, I'm too hot, it's irrelevant. It's just grow a pair.
What are you sleeping on, Rob? When no, okay, draw a pig. Okay, I will do. But what are you sleeping on when you're in the tent, Rob?
When you're in the tent, you have two options. One of them would be to get yourself an inflatable mattress, but that's for summer use, or if you're going camping and you can spare the room because it's fairly big. But if you're on a motorcycle, most of the times we have those Zega mats. They're called. They're basically like a yoga mat that folds up. If you want to really, really, really go ultralight camping, there are mats like that which only cover half of your body.
And Rob, at the end of this video, will put the link in the description for where you can buy these mats. Boring.
Yeah, and you can probably use our affiliate links and sponsor the show as well.
Yeah, which are?
They'll be in the whatever.
Of course they won't. Okay, here's another one. There's a realistic danger, and you will do very well recognize this, of something called an insect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the common mosquito can carry diseases like Lyme disease and malaria in your wonderful European...
No, there's no such thing as malaria-infested mosquitoes in the civilized world. No, that's an African disease. What are you talking about here? Have you been sniffing glue again? No.
You're in Nigeria. As we speak, as well as I do, you're in land.
This reminds me about Jimmy Carr's most offensive joke.
Okay.
Yeah. He actually mentioned it on BBC, so it's okay for me to say it. Like, it goes something along the lines, can you imagine how mosquito nets would help, especially in Africa, because it would keep so many innocent mosquitoes to die unnecessarily from AIDS. Yeah. I didn't come up with this joke, ladies and gentlemen. It was Jimmy Carr. If you want to blame someone, he's in my mind.
Didn't deliver it properly either, but anyway, that's fine. It is. So here's the thing, right? So, I don't want to be bitten by ticks, mosquitoes, flies, things that buzz around and go zzz. No, that's a no from me again, Rob. I don't know how manly that is for you. I just don't want to do it. It's a no.
Smack them away from you and they go away.
Yeah.
And there's no malaria-infested mosquitoes in there.
There's no.
There might have been a few cases in the past few years, but nothing worryingly enough to cause you to give you a reason good enough to say no. I'm not going camping because of malaria. Where? In Brighton, malaria. Did you see a map?
I'm not going to. Who goes to Brighton to go camping?
Oh,
that's being camped.
Brighton has a beautiful camping area.
And how would you know that?
A lot of bikers go there. Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah, and you know what happens also in Brighton?
I know. I mean, it's
a lot of manly gay love there as well.
It's a very controversial place, which is.
You were going to say something else, weren't you, Rob?
No.
Controversial.
It's a very controversial place because apparently it's the gay capital of the year. Of the world. It's gay capital of the world. But also
of the world?
Yeah.
It's not the world.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And how would you know that, Rob? First-hand experience.
Yeah,
Two-hand experience.
Don't knock it until you try it. So I had to try it to knock it. No. Anyway,
don't do it.
But also, it is home to a lot of the largest motorcycle meetups in England, right? And okay, it's 2020. Society is not what it used to be, but still, those two things don't go together. But anyway, having great motorcycle meetup spots makes it an awesome place, especially like camping down by the seashore. It's a beautiful thing, you can hear the waves crashing overnight. And when I go camping, I try to set my tent up as close as possible to a river. That way I can hear the sound of the water overnight. I don't know, bro.
Okay, Rob, for some 10 extra brownie points, can you name the poem? She sells.
Yeah.
Can
Seashells
you
down
do
by
that
the
for us, please?
seashore.
Yeah, can you say the whole thing,
Yeah.
please? Go.
She sells seashells down by the seashore.
No.
Yeah. She sells
seashells on the seashore. The seashells she sells are seashells for sure.
I didn't know that part. Sorry.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry.
But, Brighton's a great place. I'm not disregarding Brighton. It's, like you said, 2020, the London to Brighton bike race. There's the annual car from London. The minis do it as well, London to Brighton run. Brighton's a fantastic. We've stayed there once before. It's a lovely place to visit. Fantastic. My problem is not camping in Brighton. My problem is just with camping. I just don't want to go camping. For me, I don't want to be part of the High group. Hello, campers. This isn't, what's it called? Carry on camping. I don't think that, to me, bro, it's just not attractive.
You see,
No.
I do have something about against camping in that sort of way, right? I would rather camp wildly rather than go into a campground.
When you say wildly, you mean not washing for a week?
No, I mean I would rather do wild camping or stealth camping. Stealth camping is awesome. Like there are
what?
Look, you don't know this thing, and it's
No.
astonishing
It's a
that
man
you're
thing, right?
friends with
Yeah.
me and you don't know these things. But look, there's
Who said we're friends?
there's a thing
met
called
last week, remember?
wild camping, which basically means that you
Wild thing.
is you camping on public land, but not within a campground, right? So basically, any forest that is public land and camping is not illegal there. You can camp on, and it's basically no electricity, no facilities, no shops, no nothing whatsoever. And then there's another category. It's called stealth camping, and that is one of my favorite ones. And I'd really like to attempt it one time. Stealth camping is when you camp somewhere where you're not supposed to, and are trying not to be seen by anyone. You get my point? Like the central reservation of a motorway. That's stealth camping.
Stealth, that's real stealth.
Yeah, that's stealth camping.
Like Predator.
Yeah. And there's if you find that too boring, there's a one-up from that. It's called urban stealth camping, which basically means that you're camping in I don't know, Hyde Park.
Yeah, I think they're called homeless, Rob.
No,
That's ultra. I've seen loads of ultra stealth campers in London, Oxford Street, Leicester Square. Yeah,
but
they're
they're not stealth camping because you can see them. That's the whole idea, the whole point.
Well, I can't because they're in the tent. That's so
they're
still
not
stealth.
in the tent. They're
How do you
wrapped
know they're
up
not
in
in the
a
tent? They
blanket.
could be in the tent. How do you know? Do you knock on the tent? Hello, are you in there?
I've been in London a few times.
You've been to stealth camping in London in the tent.
Yeah, the last place you want a stealth camp is freaking Soho. Drunks will pee all over you. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. Look.
Okay.
Camping is awesome. It really is.
I don't want to pee in a can. I'm sorry.
You're
Rob.
not gonna pee in a
Why
can.
would you?
There's a freaking forest.
Okay, where do you go for a poo and you wipe your bum with a leaf?
No, with a pine cone.
Not doing. How does your behind look right
Fantastic.
now, Rob? And can you show us a picture?
Yes, no.
Yes, no.
I will not.
No, no. If people like my missus have said, yeah, well, at the campsites they have toilets and they have showers, right? But the idea of camping is to get away from people.
Yeah.
So why would you want to go camping at a campsite with these other people? Can you explain that to me?
That's why I started my last point with saying that I would rather go wild camping than going to an actual campsite with other people, with like not using portaloos and public showers and whatever. Because usually I would just go for an overnight trip. I wouldn't go 7-day camping trip. That would be stupid. That would be a bit too much.
Well, why? That's manly, isn't it? What's the point of going for one night? You can do that in the back garden.
Yeah, that would be funny though. You know what? You gave me an idea. Yeah, I think I'll go tonight. Yeah.
And when you say wild camping, bro, it conjures loads of different images when I hear wild thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the bears and the mosquitoes and the malaria mosquitoes and the people that are gonna pee on you in Soho. Why would you want to torture yourself, bro? Don't do it.
It's not torture. When you're out in the forest and you can hear a wolf howling a few miles away.
Run. Get in the car. Drive off.
No, because you're on a bike and your gear's off.
No,
still.
You're on the bike. Remember,
you're still by
you have no friends. I'm in the car.
You're still by the fire, and the fire's kind of dying out, and you hear that wolf howl coming closer.
Yeah, and then you're dying out after the wolf kills you.
Yeah. You're not gonna die because this is not freaking Hollywood. You're not gonna die.
The wolf man lives in the forest.
Yeah, and according to you, Bigfoot lives in the forest as well. I want to freaking see him.
It does. Bigfoot is true. Have you seen the footprints of Bigfoot? Anyway, you're getting.
That's why I want to go camping, to get in touch with nature, with the wildlife, and see how our ancestors lived.
Yeah, great. If I want to see nature, you know what I do? I turn on my 65-inch TV and look at Nat Geo. The National Geographic Channel, and go, oh, wow, that's interesting. I don't want to be eaten by a bear. I don't want to be bitten by insects.
That's another point that I would like to make.
Go on.
After an overnight trip like this, when you're roughing it, when you have to provide for yourself, I'm not talking about hunting game, but an overnight fishing trip is amazing. It takes you back to your roots like no experience can. And when you come back, you are so much more like when you come back, to your shiny red convertible, midlife crisis mobile, and you watch your 60-70 million inch TV and you turn on Pornhub Premium, it makes you more and more thankful.
You're the only one that pays for that.
It makes you more thankful
you don't pay for anything.
For these things.
I'm very thankful. Like, not for Pornhub Premium,
of course,
but I'm very thankful.
It's just like the American, those scenes in the American movies in Hollywood when they say grace before they begin a meal.
Yeah,
that is kind of, how can I put it? It's a bit fake if you are not experiencing life without these luxuries.
God.
Right?
No.
Yes.
Bro, you can be thankful without suffering.
No.
You know that,
No,
right?
you're not going to appreciate anything until you miss it.
No, yeah. You know what? I'm missing my gazillion-inch TV right now. But you know what? I really appreciate it. And I do. When I look at it, someone go, I'm so appreciative of this TV. I just wish it's a bit bigger, but that's fine. I still appreciate it.
That's what she said. I'm sorry you walked into that. Anyway,
you just have to take it in that direction.
Conclusion time.
Let's
do it.
No,
yes,
no.
Do it.
This leads me in one last point,
all
bro.
Right.
You know where most alien abductions happen? In the forest.
No, in Hollywood.
Rob on his bike, and you are gonna get anally probed when that alien takes you up and goes, oh, what is this stupid person doing out in a cloth covered dwelling?
Okay.
You are gonna get probed, bro.
You're talking about mosquitoes and one just came in.
There you go. They're back. You offended the insects that come to get you, right? In the tent, bro. This is where alien abductions happen. This is where people get killed and murdered, and the hitchhikers come, and mass murdering. No, I'm good in my. Can you not? Ding dong, knock on the bell. No, you're not coming in. It's a no.
Okay, look, this is not Hollywood, right? Let me try and bring back some sense into this whole conversation, right?
It was sensible.
Listen.
Yeah.
This is not Hollywood. Aliens are not going to abduct me, right?
Yeah.
No,
there's nothing to discover.
No, exactly. There's no point. It's like
No.
it would be a waste of fuel to land and abduct me. Animals are not gonna kill me. In continental Europe, there's no animal that can kill me. Definitely.
Bears?
No.
You told me yourself that you have bears where you live.
Yes, they could kill you if you don't have the correct demeanor towards them. But
so when you're sleeping
when
in your
I'm
tent,
talking
hold on,
about
get this right.
animals that can kill you, I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about, like the big predators. And by big predators, I mean the lions, the tigers, somebody beeped. Anyway, the lions, the tigers, the crocodiles, the poisonous snakes, the poisonous spiders, the scorpions. Those are the types of animals that you don't want to camp next to. We're in continental Europe. There's, butterflies. There's nothing.
And that's where you saw what happened to Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? In Predator the movie. They thought they could go camping. And what happened?
Predator
They got
the
killed.
movie was set in a remote island.
Exactly.
I don't live
just-
on a remote island.
No.
That's where you and your other rich friends go on holiday. Magaluf.
And you know what? And that's the thing. When you go camping, you meet people like you. Or when you're secret camping, whatever you're doing, your urban secret Rambo camping. No, Rob. Why would you want to suffer there? Bro, it's just...
Because when I come back after a trip like that, my relationship, my connection, my spiritual connection with my motorcycle has improved massively.
Oh, God.
When I come through my front door and I go to the bathroom and I have running water and electricity and air conditioning and a TV and internet, I'm so much more grateful for everything that I have because I have just experienced at least 24 hours without any of those.
So you want to feel appreciative, yeah? Is that what you're saying? Well, why don't I lock you in the basement and turn everything off, and then you can feel appreciative when you
It
come out?
grounds you in a way that nothing can.
I don't want to be grounded. I am grounded. I'm great. I'm fantastic. So, you know what? Okay. Clearly, we're not going to agree on this, right? So, conclusion time.
Conclusion time.
Please. Yeah.
You do it first. No, let me do
you
it.
do it.
I
No.
think.
Yeah, you.
I think
please.
you're not as you're not man enough
Let's
as your
hear
missus
your
is.
mad rant today. Come on, let's hear the mad rant from Rob.
You're not man enough to go camping.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't. No, go on, carry on. Okay.
You should not wear a Superman t-shirt.
Is that your conclusion? The whole
Yeah,
thing?
that's enough.
You're done.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. First of all, Superman. In my conclusion point, Superman doesn't go camping. You know, he lives in the metropolitan city. He never goes camping.
No, didn't he? Smallville. Isn't that where?
that wasn't camping.
Isn't that where he grew up? Smallville, little
Hold on.
redneck town
You-
of Kansas.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've had your conclusion. You know this, right? You want another go here. Okay. So, I don't see the point here, boys and girls, of freezing your tootsie off and going camping, sleeping on a hard ground and not sleeping all night long. Coming back and smelling like Rob and his hat that he's wearing now, that he always wears in every single show. You know, I don't see the point of that. Why would you want to suffer and then go, oh, I'm really appreciative of life? I am appreciative. I don't need to suffer to know that I'm not appreciative of life, right? It's just, here's the thing, Rob. God must like crazy people. You know why? Because he made so many of them. You being case in point.
You said that like it's a good thing. I swear to God. Like Jesus Christ Almighty. I think Santa Claus is not going to visit you this year.
Yeah, no, you're the one he doesn't visit because you're the naughty one, remember?
Of course he visits. Every single year he comes over.
Yeah, just not
He
you.
comes over, he takes a poop in my stockings and leaves.
Yeah, because, and here's the thing, you know why he doesn't leave your presents? Because he's too afraid to get mugged by the immigrants. That's why he
blame
doesn't.
it on the immigrants again. You see, this is so like this is society has evolved in such a way that it's just stupid. Why
Yeah.
is it that the worst thing in the world is a middle-aged privileged white man?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I'm not a middle-aged white man. But anyway, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed the show as much as me and the good-looking Rob did. Rob, I'd like to say it's been emotional. It really has.
Mhm.
And If you like us, we're on what platforms exactly now, Rob? What are we on?
Whatever platforms Anchor FM wants us to be. If you're searching for the H and Rob Show on most platforms, because Anchor FM is such an amazing service, you're not going to find us. So yeah, good luck with that.
Do I detect sarcasm there, Rob?
No,
Is that sarcasm?
no. What are you, Sheldon
No.
Cooper? Do I have to like put up a card? Anyway,
sometimes I don't yeah.
there will be a link. If
Yeah.
you click that link in the description, you can go to Spotify and Google Podcasts and all of those. If you want, no, how can I say this? So it's not, yeah. If you want me to change my hat, you can follow us on Patreon. And then probably, hopefully, I will change my hat. There is a prize if you follow us on Patreon. It is a mystery souvenir from back there.
What I really want to see, if you pay, I mean, I just might do it myself because he's too tight to do it. Just pay £10 to see Rob take that hat off, because I know what's underneath that hat. And it's cool. It's a surprise. Surprise! Anyway, boys and girls, thank you for watching, and see you soon on the next show. Say bye, Rob.
Bye, Rob.